So, good morning or good night, good evening, depending
Yep.
on where in this world, and welcome to the interview of the Shield Dude on a Couch. Today, I have
Thank
a
you.
multi-instrumentalist musician called Jimmie Hong, and he just released a very ambitious project that it's a project that mixes progressive metal with symphonic metal and power metal. The band is called Wheel of Time, and the album is called Assymetry. And I have all the way from Beijing, China, Jimmie Hong. So, Jimmie, how are you today?
Yeah, I'm very good. I'm all good. Thank you.
Good, good. So,
Thank you, Hector. Yes.
well, you're welcome.
Yeah.
So, this is a project that is very ambitious. So, I want to know how this project came to be.
hmm Well, I remember it was 2020, 21, very late, 21, maybe around this time. So I had not all the 8 songs, about 3 to 4 songs on my hands. But they are, at the very early stage, as demos. So I I've no idea which direction I should be heading to. So I saw Kiko's, the ex Megadeth guitarist. So Kiko, he launched a mentorship
Mhm.
project. So I thought, okay, I'll just have a try. And then I think after about 1 or 2 weeks, he sent me an email and he said he listened to all. I mean, by the way, I uploaded all the demos, so that he can listen to all of them. So he said they're really really cool, and he asked me if I'm interested in joining this mentorship project. I said, oh yeah, that's what I've been looking for. So I started, this, I mean, joining his sessions since I would say early 2022. When we were still at the, let's say, the post, the virus, pandemic
Children.
period. Yeah, so it was a very special period. Most of us we stayed at home. So sometimes that doesn't feel that busy as usual. So that's why I had some time to sit at home, to try to write some songs. And also, that's the time that I mean, that's the year that I had some time to spend with him. I mean, with Kiko and his mentorship project. So he guided me through, how basically how he read songs. Back to that time, I think he just released his album. It's called Open Source, which is, you know my top, one of my top 10, um, you know metal or rock. Um, I would say, um, top 10 rock metal, best of albums. So yeah, so I was curious, how he could, figure out, each part. And if you listen to all the songs in open source, they are really, really, the melody part, they are really good. Rhythm part, really, I mean, fantastic, perfect, and the tone. So he basically he guided me through his ways. So I learned, okay, so that's the way that how he make every songs to be, let's say, in a really perfect way. I mean, I can't do the same as him, but for some, I mean, I spent some time um on my songs. After, every week, every 2 weeks, I will have like 1 hour to sit with him and discuss everything. So and then that's when I started to have some other ideas. So let's say Grand Cosmos, the first song of Asymmetry was basically being finished during 2022. And then Kiko he introduced Derek to me because I thought, oh, okay, probably I need some powerful you know keyboard master. Yeah, so he gave me I mean Kiko he gave me Derek his email, and I was not sure. I was not one I mean 100%. I'm not quite sure whether he was a yes or no. Probably he was a no. So I sent the demos, and then I think Derek he 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 replied me like a light speed fast, like in 20 minutes, I would say.
Oh,
So and then yeah, this really fast. And then he said it sounds cool. Let's work on that. I had some very very basic let's say keyboard layers in my demos. So he said, okay, some parts I'm not going to touch all those layers. He thinks they're good. And in addition to that, he added something more, some I would say some very deep tones and his signature lead, I mean keyboard lead tone, lead solos, which basically bring the song into, I mean, not only the next level, but next level.
yeah.
Um, yeah. Um, so that's where I started. So and then I was, leveraging, not only Kiko, but everyone that I know, because I thought, okay, I need more, let's say, musicians to join this concept, because I don't have, I mean, I don't actually have a band, but I still have some crazy thoughts, crazy ideas. So I was just try to contact with anyone that I think, okay, maybe he or she is a good let's say match to this song. Yeah, I would say I'm lucky because most of the responses are yes. I mean I still have some musician that I really want to work with, but they are having some time issue or some other touring issues. So maybe for the next songs that we can work, I mean some let's say someday in the future. Yeah. Hopefully that answers your question.
Well, no, very,
Yeah.
very. And Jimmy, how many instruments do you play?
I started to learn violin when I was I think 10 years old.
Oh,
Uh yeah. It should be flute, but there was only one child enrolled in that class. That's me. So that class was canceled.
that's kind of you were along with the flute.
So I mean, so I mean, c'est la vie, right? So that's when that's when I had a chance to play the string instrument. Um, so violin was first, and then when I became like when I was a teenager, around 15, 16 years old, that's the year of I mean the age of rebellion, yeah. So I started to think, okay, the guitars they looks cool. Guitars that they are awesome. So I bought my first acoustic guitar when I was I think 17, but I didn't touch that for. I mean, I bought that and I bring it back to home, and that age was just, you know, at there. I haven't touched it for like 1 year until one day I suddenly realized, okay, by all means, I've bought this, instrument. I'll just, try to play. Um, and then I never drop until now, and probably for the rest of my life.
Why did you think
uh,
about it in the
yeah.
beginning? Were you like, you just were doing other stuff, and then you're like, oh yes, the guitar.
Yeah, the guitar is like some kind of instrument that is like it's like the most attractive instrument to me. Especially, all the electric guitars.
Mm,
Um, I've a different type of electric guitars. I think every one of them, I gave name to each of them. So like a black diamond, and things like that, based on the finish, um, because I think each of them, they have their characters. Characteristics. They sounds different. They're just have their lives inside, I would say. So that's the magic part. For violin and all the instruments, they are all the same. Especially when you play that, and you will feel the vibe, right? The responding feeling from the instrument, and then you will feel your body is having some kind of let's say the same frequency, responding with this instrument. um and then that's a good time for either for self having fun playing at home or on stage, or let's say record a song, or your idea. Yeah.
yeah, sounds like a
Hmm.
plan. Oh, let's talk about the
Yeah.
concept of symmetry. Uh,
Okay.
because
Okay.
even though you have like different guest musicians, I think
Hmm.
the album
Hmm.
goes well. So what's the
Yeah.
what's the concept or themes that you explore on this album?
Originally, I think I mentioned about I only had four songs at the very beginning. Yeah, let's say around 2022. And then during Kiko's mentorship, I think I finished another three, I would say. And it can be an album, but I just feel okay, something is not quite finished. So actually, all the seven songs that I just mentioned are all the seven, let's say, the heavy songs, except China Moon. If you have a listen to the whole album, you will feel it's some kind of different, Chinese traditional,
Yeah,
vibe
I was gonna
thing.
ask about
Yeah.
China Moon because China
Yeah.
Moon is the it's like the most different song on the record because it's got
Yeah.
that traditional Chinese
Yeah.
music and
Yeah.
the woman singing.
Hmm.
It's really great. So yeah, now
Yeah.
that you mentioned,
Hmm.
that was one of my
Yeah.
questions. Now that you're mentioning China,
Okay.
tell us
Yeah.
about China Moon.
Yeah. Um, just check if you want me to continue your current question, or you want to jump in China Moon.
Yeah, then we
Either way, I'm all good.
yeah.
Okay. Actually, China Moon is, let's say, is a key point. It's one of the key points for making this album to be, let's say, asymmetric,
Mhm.
because you got one, Chinese traditional historical style of song, right? And then you have seven heavy songs, so they're not asymmetric. Asymmetric. Um, so that idea was actually inspired by my mentor, Kiko as well, because he I think he mentioned to me about 3 or 4 times that like Jimmy, you're from China, so you should know your national music in a really good way. Um, but I mean, um, if you have heard his songs, actually, his rhythm part has quite a lot of elements of the music from Brazil, right?
Yeah,
Especially for the beats. But for traditional Chinese music, they're just very, 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 very plain. We don't have quite a lot like a tempo change or even a strong like let's say beats. So how should I, let's say, to make something different? And then because from time to time I will write some poems. In China there are different forms of the poems. Um, yeah, they're basically the I would say lyrics of the very old songs, back to let's say 2000, 1000 years ago. So there's a format that you should follow. And then I I I found about one or two of my works, and then I was thinking, okay, because it has the very very, very good pattern and format. So I was reading it, and then I just had some ideas. The melody came out, and then I was thinking, okay, that's really good. Inspiration. So actually, the Chinaman was based on the old format of the old let's say the poems or old lyrics of songs. So actually, the original words were written in Chinese. Um, I tried to contact a actually a pop singer from Taiwan, but I would say we didn't find a good time to work on that song, so we will leave that for maybe next year. Um, but I mean, the song is actually ready. And then I was thinking, okay, maybe I can make an international version. I would change the I mean the words. I would change the words. I would write something different. So here it came, the song that you're listening now, right? Um, but it's based on the main concept of the let's say the original Chinese words. Yeah, so that's the the whole main um, let's say the what I mean what happened for this song, and then I contacted with the guy. His name is Marcos Barry Larry. He's from Argentina. He's he actually he is the one who helped to compose the orchestration part of To the Awakening, the number 5 track. Um, so because of this relationship, I sent my song to him and see if he's interested to do one more song for me. And then he said, yeah, sure. Like he spent like 5 days on the orchestration part. When everything was sent back, I would think, okay, that's nearly perfect. The only issue was the Chinese guzheng part, the sound which sounds a little bit like acoustic guitar or or nylon acoustic guitar. So I tried to find another Chinese guzheng musician from. I mean, she's also from Taiwan. Um, yeah, so and then it makes this song, let's say, to be a whole one. Yeah, that's it. That's the story.
I don't know how
Yeah.
many you have. How many musicians are actually on this record?
I would say about 20, 15 to 20. Um, my producer Tom, he actually, I mean, once we finished everything, uh, we were we were having a Teams call, and then he said, Jimmy, next time, try to limit your drummer and bass player to like a one, because I think yeah. Yeah, I think I used three drummers and two bass players. So I mean they are all the rhythm part. So everyone has different sounds because they I mean they use different drums and they hit the drums in a very very different way. I mean there's not the best way, but everyone sounds very different. But I think it definitely gave some extra work to Tom because he needs to try to make all the actually all the seven songs. I mean the drum tone in the seven songs sounds the same. Yeah. So
So
yeah.
the recording process for this took a few years because you had first
Hmm.
four songs that. So how long did it take? Like 3 years, the whole process of getting this project together.
Yeah, I think the whole process was, I think I spent like 3 years together with Tom. In 2022, we were working on The Night of Eternity, Addicted, Grand Cosmos, and then you may see there's I mean there's an EP which is called The Enlightenment, which contained these songs, which were released in 2023. That's the time that I wanted, just have a test, see how the let's say how the fans, how the listeners they would react to my songs. And then in 2023, I think we were working on Freedom Day and some other songs.
Okay.
And yeah, and last year and to the Q1 of this year, we were working on like China Moon, 2063.
Uh,
Those songs are, well, yeah, they were last batch. Yeah,
I'm gonna talk
yeah.
about that song in a minute.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So you mentioned that song, the
Mhm.
instrument 2063, and it was in.
Yeah.
So you're a Trekkie. You like Star
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Trek.
Yeah.
So
I was yeah,
no,
sorry.
yeah,
Go ahead. Yeah.
Star Trek or Star Wars?
Yes. Um, I think it comes from Star Trek. I think that's the year where the Vulcans they are right at Earth, I think. Um, so actually, I took this name because Tom he said, Jimmy, I think you should change the name of the song because it used to be called Dark Cyber, which sounds a little bit more, like electric dance music, and things like that. So yeah, I mean, he always saying things in a really gentle way. So and then I just realized, okay, that's a terrible name. Maybe I should change. And then because the whole song is basically I use some whammy effect pedal during the verse of the song, and also the interlude of this song is a little bit more spacey, and a little more jazzy.
Hmm.
um yeah, so that's I think that's a time um, that I thought, okay, maybe it needs some name, it must be deep, it must be mystic, and it should be, like have a vast of universe kind of views. Um, so this, I mean, the name actually gave me some more inspire. I mean, the new name gave me some new inspirations. So the background vocal that maybe you have heard, that's me. And
The astronaut.
the keyboard tone. Yeah, yeah, that's me. The
Because I was going to
uh,
ask you,
the,
is that a
yeah.
real astronaut recording? So you were the astronaut. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I used GPT to help me to write some words, and then I was just read that, and because I was thinking, okay, for you know some parts they sound a little bit empty. Maybe this is not a perfect word, but I mean, I just feel something needs to be filled in around that part. And also the keyboard lead tone, it's also, I mean, sounds very space like. It's very good. The keyboard player, I think he's from Portugal. His name is Ricardo Pinto. He's a really good keyboardist, and he's very low key. He only, I mean, have some shows from time to time, and I think I'm pretty lucky to know him and invited him to play for this song. And also, I think we should mention the mighty Tony T Mac. Um, yeah, because I actually I was thinking I should invite either Tony or sorry, I need to pause here because I'm trying to figure out the name.
Okay.
uh,
There's a lot of
yeah,
people around.
sorry. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, there were a couple of names in my head, but because I think T Mac he is actually teaching one of my friends now. So I leveraged this relationship, and I mean, once again, I had absolutely no idea if he would say yes or no, because 2063, this song has been changed, or let's say being modified for quite a long time. So that's why actually it's the last one, uh, one of the last songs that was finished. I mean, on every aspect, on the structure, on the let's say the verse, and everything. So I think the whole process took me like one year, 1.5 year. Um, yeah, it changed for I would say at least 10, 12, 15 times until I feel okay. Okay, let's just use this version. So yeah,
You almost,
there's a deep yeah,
yeah,
sorry.
you almost
Mhm.
spent 2063 hours working on.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
Uh,
So
I don't
yeah,
know.
I mean yeah.
Seen that meme for Tool where you have their
Uh-huh.
album that has 10,000 days and their album took almost
Yeah,
10,000 to come out. So yeah, something
yeah.
your 2063 hours to do that song.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I think I mean on my Logic Pro, I still can see. I mean on my iCloud from time to time, if I go back and review all the the old records, I still see, you know, like different versions, you know, like they're ranking by the date. So there's quite a lot. And then I mean, let's back to the T-Mac topic. So I was waiting for his reply. I was quite, let's say, nervous, because I mean he's like a legend, right? Um, but I mean, how good is my work? Will he like that, or he will maybe he will say no, or he will, you know, let's say there's no reply, which is fine. And also, I think in about 3 to 5 days, he replied through his PR manager,
Mhm.
and we were discussing about you know, the some commercial terms, and then, you know, about my requirements, expectations, and things like that. We actually we prepared for two versions for him, because the Ricardo, he actually he recorded his solos for, you know, I mean, for now we are we can hear this, you know, like a keyboard first, and then guitar solo, and then keyboard, you know, so on and so forth. But when we were recording the let's say the backing tracks for T Mac, he has the choice. So I think he picked the version that I want that I want him to choose. But I mean, I basically, for all the musicians, I don't want to talk too much to them before the formal recording, because I do believe they have their own comprehension, understanding on the songs. I don't need to actually to lead them or to guide them. They have. I mean, they just can use their own ideas. So the final result is that it's a good song. I mean, it's a great song. And also Tom, he made. I mean, my in my demo version, um, the guitar tone was like a really awful. So uh, I mean, I was trying to let him know, because this song is like a very intensive song, right? I wanted some tight and powerful, and, you know, like a you know, like a really like a killer kind of you know, tones. So the final result, I'm really satisfied with that. Yeah.
So it's a great result. And Jimmy, talking to you now, I have learned that for your next album, this is what it should be
Yeah.
called. No one's
Okay.
totally.
It's called silent. Silent.
And
Silent Jimmy.
record, need someone to do a voice. Contact me.
Yeah.
I'll do an astronaut.
Okay.
If
Okay.
you need me,
Cool.
I'll do it.
Okay. Okay.
But it's good that you could collaborate.
I remember that.
And it came out. So I want to show, I know
Yeah.
the artwork's in the background, but I want to show the whole artwork so we can talk a little bit
Mhm.
about the artwork. I have the name
Okay.
artist here. I think it's
Mhm.
Ale who did the artwork. So here's the whole artwork of Assymetry
Mhm.
Billion Times. So tell me a little
Yep.
bit about
Yep.
what you were going for with the artwork.
Yeah. This artwork was designed by uh I think his name is Ali, Aleh. Hopefully I'm not speaking it in a wrong way. Um Actually, in this artwork, you can see quite a lot of elements, from either from the songs, or
Mhm.
from my own idea, or maybe from the EP, the Enlightenment, that was released about 2 years ago. So the spaceship was actually from. Oh, sorry. the spaceship and the moon was actually from the first single, Grand Cosmos. So we reused this element, like a echo to the first released album. And then the Stones, or you can see it as as a spaceship, or something, or a basement. It's actually, if you see some Zen pictures, you will see some similarities. They put the rocks, different rocks, in that way. So this is some kind of a symmetric structure, because they are not in a line. Instead, they have their own, um their ways of finding their balance. So maybe we can get back to the main, um let's say, the concept and the asymmetry. I mean, the name. um it's actually, if you see all the songs except the China Moon and the other 7 songs, on the number side, it looks like 8 songs, but actually the number 4 and number 5, the Addicted and also To the Awakening, they
Mhm.
are actually 1 song. So that's why, I mean, but in fact, I separate them into 2 songs, but in reality, in fact, they are 1 song. So actually, it's 7 songs in this album. So I mean, there's 7 songs in this album, which is an odd number, so it's unbalanced, right? So once again, it's some kind of a symmetry situation. So I mean, there's quite a lot of tricks at there. Yeah.
Yeah, and the artwork is really good. Uh, but yeah, and the
Thanks.
game. Just Jimmy, don't make me do math. I'm
Hmm.
bad at math, man.
I can't do that as well. 8 is the biggest number that I can calculate. So that's why there are only 8 songs.
But the artwork and the
Yeah.
title asymmetry is good because you're explaining like the title of
Yep.
like not everything is symmetrical in life.
Yep.
So
Yep. Yep.
yeah, and it's a
Yep.
great work, and I can see in the background there's like a little man in one of the stones. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, it's
Yep.
the artwork
Yep.
is really cool. So
Yep.
Couchers,
Thanks.
the album
Hmm.
or Wheel of Time Asymmetry
Hmm.
is out now.
Hmm.
Is it like, can people purchase this like physically?
Sorry, I beg your pardon, please.
Oh, can they? Is
Uh,
there vinyl CDs that they can purchase? If people want.
oh, okay. Oh yeah, there's on the Facebook fan page, and also some of my friends, they are actually asking this question. But I mean, as you know, I've daytime job, so I have to concentrate on the daytime job, which means it basically limits my time. And also, I got a kid who is basically 1 years old, and
Oh,
he oh yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So it further shrink my time. I think every week. I mean, for now, every week I could only find like 2 hours every weekend for myself, each hour on Saturday and Sunday, hopefully, to deal with everything. Because the whole album, we need to do some promotion, interviewing, like what we are doing now, and also I need to operate both the Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and also in China there are 2 or 3 different social media as well. So I have to do them all by my own. So that will cause some time. So, but I mean, thank you so much for asking. I do have my plan maybe by the end of next uh June. Hopefully I can, I mean, make some LP and also CDs that can be I mean can be available either on the Bandcamp or maybe the official website of this band. I do have the website name on my hand, but I just need some time. Maybe by the end of this year, I should be able to finish everything to the I mean the establish of the website, and then maybe put a store out there and grab some T-shirts and CDs. Yeah, for everyone around the world.
Yeah, I'll just follow Jimmie on the socials so you can know when social media
Yeah,
will drop. But you can stream
yeah,
it now. It's online on every streaming
yeah,
service. So,
yeah.
Jimmie, I want to thank you for
Mhm.
some time of your night in Beijing
Yeah.
to
Thank
share
you. Thank you,
with me,
Hector.
from Beijing to Puerto Rico. That's we're very far away. But yeah,
Yeah.
it was great to talk to you, and
Nice.
I really enjoyed
Thank
the
you.
album. It has great musicians. You got, like you said, legends playing on your record. And so,
Yeah.
what are your future plans for next year? Are you
Mhm.
writing more songs as we speak?
Yes. I mean, just to keep some secrets in my mind. Actually I'm thinking about. I mean, in my mind there are two different ideas. One is like a more like progressive metal or rock side. That's one thing. Um, because most recently I've been listening to quite a lot of Berlin school music.
Okay.
It's yeah, a kind of electric music. But I mean, once again, I won't find another terrible name like a Dark Cyber. Otherwise, Tom will be pretty angry about that. I won't do that. But I mean the elements, the mystic feeling of Berlin school is really attractive. So actually I thought this thing I want to
Oh, yeah, looks
not
cool.
sure if you can see it. Yeah, it's
Yes.
like a scenes module. Um, yeah, so I was trying to do some experiment. Um, yeah, so I mean that's one thing. Actually, if you have listened to all the 8 songs, you may feel some songs they are, let's say, pretty much like a power sorry, I mean power
Hmm.
metal style. Some songs like Grand Cosmos and 2063, they're pretty much like more prog, like Dream Theater or Liquid Tension Experiment songs. Uh, that is because those power metal songs were written around 2021, 20, in early years. So you can hear the transition and change of my let's say uh, my influence. So that's one way, and the other way is, I mean, the other idea is about something like Rhapsody, like a fairy tale, that kind of kingdom thing. But that would be a really big um, and or let's say very heavy workload. So maybe I'll do the prog um, ideas for first. Um, yeah, but I mean, there's actually no solid timeline for now. Hopefully by next year end, if my son, he's like 2 years old, so maybe he will be, I mean, I can spend more time on music, hopefully. And yeah, so that's what I can share with you, and everyone who's listening. Yeah, I mean, in short, definitely there will be at least the next album and the third album, for sure. It's only a matter of time. So thank you for everyone's patience.
Yeah. And wait till Tom finds out that we named the second album. No one said.
Yeah. Yes. Definitely.
I don't know. It's kind of a funny name for an album. Like,
I
but
am.
obviously
Yeah.
it's named that.
Yeah.
So before I
Yeah.
let you go, anything you like to say? So my followers, I call them my couchers since I'm on a couch.
Okay. Okay.
What do you like to say to the couchers before we go?
Okay. So hello, everyone. Thank you for listening. For this, I don't know, 40 minutes, 30 minutes. So, and also a big thanks to Hector for your time and all the great questions. I mean, this is a really good way for me to have this chance to have, to talk about the whole process, I mean, what happened during the production, process, and during the years. So yeah, so I'm really happy, and really my greatest my greatest honor to have, to be featured. Yeah,
It was an
thank you.
honor for me first of all,
Right.
meet you and talk to you. It's if you like progressive metal, rock, power metal, this is a
Mhm.
great album to listen to. A lot of solid musicians in it. So Couchers,
Yep.
it's out now, so you can stream it and listen to it. So
Yep.
until next time, Couchers, this is
Yep.
Hector,
Yep.
the Shield
Thank
Duran,
you.
and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and
Yes.
bye.